Hello and welcome to today's video. And in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to trade inducements on BTCUSDT. For those of us that haven't watched an inducement video, this is the setup we're going to be utilizing. If you follow me properly, you understand fully what I trade setup a lot. This is more like my A plus setup for trading in the markets, crypto market, finance markets, where it relates to Forex, and even if you don't check stocks, but I don't trade stocks, you can also utilize this there. Yeah, this is BTCUSDT. Before I proceed, this tutorial is brought to you by PipsICX, and our WhatsApp number is +234-8055-369615. And I, Investor CEO, I'm your host for today. So it's no news, it's no longer a new news that BTCST has been on fire of recent, okay? Booming from over 6,000, 60,000 to over $100,000. You get, so we're looking for buy setups right now. So those of us that traded BTCST during the bull run, right? Although we're seeing the bull run kind of, all right, you can understand fully how we work with this here. Before I proceed, you also know fully well that this video is on YouTube, so definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on notification bell, like and share definitely if you gain value from it. And if you feel we need to do more, let me know in the comments and I'll create a video to teach you. I'm here to teach you directly. Our Telegram has our setups and our trading signals, so you can join there for free. And our setups also are uploaded on Twitter once they play out, so you can understand how we played with them. So yeah, this is it clearly for you to work with. So basically, we're working with the setups for inducements. Take a screenshot of this or something so you can understand it better where we're going. So we're looking for only buy opportunities with inducements. And we're testing it for since from October down to December on BTCUSDT. To understand for this BTCUSDT, I know that market has been booming all the way up. Okay, biggest structures to the upside, to the upside. And if you were using this inducement method to start entering trades, you might not see much trading opportunities, right? More trading opportunities like that. But yeah, this is one of the opportunities that you can actually go in. But if I was using this model over here, I'll be targeting somewhere here as my zone where my inducements will be, right? Where my other block will be somewhere here. Remember, I've explained the entry model already. My other block will be somewhere over here. Okay, once I see this positive move, my other block will be here. My inducement levels will be somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around here, expecting my price to come back, but price did not come back, so BTC missed that entry, right? So on that place, you'd have checking for price. This is break of straight to the upside, I would have been using somewhere around there too, okay, to find my entry. But once again, the market didn't come here, so you'd have missed this entry. Okay, let's see how with this entry model, you'd have missed majority of this impulsive BTC move because we're just moving too fast for the entry model, for that particular entry model. There are some people who take here as the other block, here as the inducements, and here as the entry, which will actually work. So it depends on you. But someone like me, I know fully well that if I was trading this concept at this point, I will not be trading this like this, right? But since a back test, I just want to show you directly from other concepts so you understand what people will be trading with. Okay, what people will be trading with directly. So inducement price came back to collect levels and came back to the zone. It bought from here, long position, it bought from here. Stop loss beneath the other block, and then we're moving. Take note, this is a back test. I already know fully whether BTC has been in the bull run. So I'm going to show you strictly these models so you can understand it, right? In the bull run, that has an uptrend, so you can understand. And in an uptrend, we're looking for buy opportunities, right? That's what I'm showing in this video. So basically, you know there is a break of structure to the upside. This is what we're looking for. It's an uptrend, obviously. And with every other block, there's a tendency that the market can come back to get out that block. Yeah, the market might not get back to it, like here. Market did not get back to it. Narrowly missed the other block. But yes, there's a tendency for that. Now, getting to our first rule, the way we check for where to get out that box from is from the leg of a break of structure, right? So you understand for where, so I can understand it. This is where the break of structure happened over here. So the leg of this break of structure is somewhere around here, right? So how that block will be drawn from somewhere around here, all right? Somewhere around here before the impulsive move. Some people use this as other block, but I'm using the cheapest price movement as my other block. So somewhere around here is where I've drawn my other block. Somewhere around here. Yeah, cool. Then I'll take it down to the liquidity clearing candle and then drag it out. This is what I've got my other block from. Okay, and then all these levels will be like levels of inducements, telling us that price might come back here, right? Price might definitely not come back here. That's why we're using it as an inducement level. So let me draw that trend line well so I can be as straight as possible so I can get what I mean. Yeah, this way indeed we'll be reducing price to come true. So basically, price actually came back to our zone, triggered our entry here as our long two. We're looking to buy, right? Bullish run, long buy BTC from here, and our stop loss directly beneath it here. This would have been 4 points. 301.21 as our stop. So I use half of it. So I'd have my stop loss would have somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. That's where my stop loss have been. And TP would have been over here. So yes, the market stop loss out over here. So we're using stop loss or TP kind of entry model that I'm stopped at here. But if we're using the entry model of taking partials at 2 hour, you take out 1/3, it have been on break even. So yeah, this trade have ended up in break even if you had followed taking partials. But if you are using break, stop loss or TP, this would have been an LSL trade. All right. So the market, see where this market came back to. It came back to this other block over here. Other block over here. Remember, this is the low we used, right? Low, high, low, high. So the market came back to this other block over here to tap it from here. Then use this entire concept over here as an inducement. This place I've been trading through, right? The market actually still uses it as an inducement, right? To come back to this zone over here. So the market come back over here. People that traded with this other block that waited patiently for this zone, right? Remember here we ended up break even, but I still waited patiently for this zone that I've actually had an opportunity to buy from here. Buy from here. And remember, we're still using the same entry model we talked about from the onset. So you can check it out on the bigger picture and you see what I'm talking about. So to buy from here, and if you had bought from here, the stop loss would have been directly beneath this other block. So roughly around 750. Alright, 750. Yeah. Then their TP would have been top again, it's top here. This is what they're targeted at the TP, the 1/5 move. And guess what? Market actually gave them their daily bread. 1/5 move. Alright, so this if you had used this inducement concept from here, you can see this liquidity candle. Market did break a structure to the upside, and then it worked with this same concept over here, carrying the liquidity over here. Before we get to December, I'll show you something else market still did. Right, so this is how people would have gotten in with this buy trade move. It's as clean as that. If you miss this other block and you decide to use this part as the other block, right, the market will still give an opportunity. Sometimes I use the wicks to trade. We're not using the wicks, we're using the entire candle as the other block. That we're using this to trade as the other block. And then remember I told you how to trade sniper entries with Gantu. Gantu that give you an entry here with this particular one. But if you don't want to use Gantu, you work with the method I'm going to teach you right now. So basically here we would have entered our buy position because we've seen the inducement already. Remember, we are totally bullish on BTC. Like this is the period where everybody just crazily bullish on BTC. Alright, and people are still bullish. So the market used this move to take out liquidity from here. I said took out liquidity. I don't think it triggered us in at that point. Well, yeah, these are long to it's gonna be from long to somewhere around here. Stop loss directly beneath the other block. If you place another block, it's cool, but it's not safe. So directly beneath, that's why I usually use directly beneath. TP targeting next high here, and this is where the TP have been the 3.4. I use the buy side liquidity directly, you have 4.28, 4.21. Alright, so yeah, this is where taking a TP directly with our 3.33 weeks to reward. So that would have been that clear move for you. Or people that targeted more, that have gotten more. But yeah, we're not greedy because the market always comes back, collects, right? Give and take. So it depends on what you're trading. Right? The people that were actually in for buy position somewhere around here. Let me use here as an example. Right? Because the market kept on making positive move. After breaking high, we expect the market to come back. Right? We're always expecting BTC to come back to the other block, to this other block at the bottom over here. This is it, right? It almost touched it. You can clearly see it from this point. Look at these broken lines. This is the other block, the liquidity clearing candle. And see it almost touched it over here, but you have missed this entry because it didn't touch it. Right? So depending on your like quality of broker right now, we exchange. Some exchanges won't have touched, some others would have missed with a peep or two. You can clearly see how this should have worked with the same other block, liquidity clearing candle and entered. So people that trade BTC from far end zones, will be trading just this far end of that block, and they're making money with this bull run. But if you're trading from in between, it's all cool. They have made some money, but they have still made good losses in it. So up and down. But yes, since you're targeting about 3 RR, 4 RR, 5 RR, you're still good to go. So somewhere around here, would have said somewhere here is a missed entry. So let me just write ME. Depending on your exchange, right? Some exchanges would have had this as an entry because it's really less than a pip or so. So yeah, that's missed entry over there. So we would have found our way around this to look for that buy opportunity. So market came down. Right, so people that work with trend line would have done something like this and seen this break of trend line, like, okay, it's time for the bullish move to continue. Right, BTC should keep on moving. I think this is also many people used back then. You just saw this clearly. Okay, so they have used their breaker block there was an order block over here. Market broke it. Let me show what I mean. Right? Order block over here. These are orders over here. So market broke it, broke, retested, and kept on flying high. But this is not our ancient model, so I'm not explaining this to you. So keep on looking for our ancient model until we get it. Until we get it here. So we're having our order block somewhere around here. Did the market come back here at this point in time? But this is a break. Yeah, this is it. So after every break, for those of us that don't know how to use it, after every break, that's when you start looking for the order block. If it doesn't break the previous high, don't look for order block. There's no need of for order block because you'll be used as first liquidity there. So you need to break the previous high before you start looking for order block. So breaking it before that block, the market come back there. No, so keep on moving. Just like I keep on doing it on and on. As you keep on breaking highs, keep on looking for order block somewhere around there. The market come back there, not yet. You just keep on doing this and keep on moving. You'd have missed a lot of these entries. Honestly speaking, I missed a lot of these entries. Alright, so yeah, it's all like market broke this high. Broke this high directly. Let me show you. Market broke this high over here. And then your order block, you can see it's scattered. Someone like me will not be trading this order block. Honestly speaking, I'll not be trading this order block. Why? Because there are a lot of orders. I'm not sure what's happening here. Right? We're not really sure what's happening. Why did I say I will not be trading this order block once again? I usually define my order block as liquidity clear candle. Before I can join my order block, that block must have clear liquidity. One, must have an impulsive move to the upside. That is a bullish momentum move that can differentiate it from other candles. Right? If I'm buying, so that's another concept there. I check it from order block. This did not fill the criteria. But yes, people usually use consolidations at the other blocks, like because using it, order block is a block that has orders. When there are consolidations, means there are many orders there. If I use this as order block, I found this was into trade. But once again, not my action model, not my trade. So I skip. Right? So basically we keep on moving forward. Yeah. So basically we've gotten to this point in the markets. Right? We got to this point in the market. The reason why we are seeing this big one here because I went to higher time frame to analyze it to know future move of BTC. So yeah, basically we can clearly see over here the market broke structure to the upside. So I will be using this as my order block. Because the liquidity carrying candle, it has impulsive candles after that. And then the market didn't touch it over here. So we would have missed this entry too. You get my point, right? It's really, really clear. So you can see many missed entries on BTC with this method. But when you get your entry, it's usually more of a sniper and you're cool to go. Right? So you wait for a break of structure first. When you see a break of the main structure over there, you go and check your candles and you know how to work with it. So I'll keep on explaining from here. All right, so basically we missed this entry over here. So this is the break of structure to the upside. And after the break of structure, we'll be looking for a market come back to this leg, right? So this leg there to give us another entry. The market didn't do that in time. So basically, the market kept on playing with other entry models, people trading with it and the likes. So when the market finally broke this structure to the upside, you can clearly see here. Let me show what I mean by that. Broke the structure to the upside. People started shouting, BTC is flying all-time high. Every single day, people were celebrating all-time high, all-time high, all-time high. And clearly see that with BTC, you'd have not gotten an entry all this while. I'm honestly showing you how inducement works. All right, if you are straight to the core with it, you have not got an entry. Somewhere here, you'd have had this your zone order block marked out, your inducement level marked out, right? And if you had worked with this strictly, market later on fell down because, bro, several orders, several orders, several orders, right? And someone needed to sell, right? So people need to sell their money. So basically, your whales need to sell, right? So this is what happened. Came all the way down. This is the move. I was even actually liquidated somewhere around here. One of my trades, I think, was somewhere around here. My trade was liquidated, if I'm not making a mistake. Yeah, somewhere around here. But I didn't see this overall picture on time, right? If I had seen this overall picture on time, I'd have known something was going on. Was when I went back to back test, check ball, I was like, wow, so this is what was happening. Order block, break, come down. So if you're always buying from the extreme price with BTC USDT, since this bureau, you have not made any LSL. You get, we're always buying from the extreme price, you have not made any LSL. So buying from here like this, targeting this next point over here. This is the new latest high. Yeah, you'd have still been in the trade, but you'd have not gotten to all-time high yet because you're targeting all-time high, all-time high. But just targeting your normal trades that you'd have seen that you've gotten about 6.2 RR trade already. Here is already roughly going to 7 RR trade. So maybe 7 RR. This is already cool enough. If you're trading 105, you should be out of the trade already. But we're still holding, it's all good. So basically, you can clearly see this how the market plays out, and it's actually interesting. You can see this long candle directly. Right after this high, this is now a new area where I expect the market to fall down to 2. Right? So and we can see this double low over here. So if the market falls down, the market can fall down to this area, can still fall down to this point. If you go to the daily time frame, you will see that these two places here now form a bottom, and here this bottom over here is now our order block with daily time frame. So I take this to 1 day, you see this. For people that are using daily time frame to trade, you see what you are seeing and you understand better. I don't want to make this video too long. I just hope you understand the concept and how people create it. So this should have been order block. This would have been your inducement area. This is where you be entry. Some people are honestly waiting for BTC to fall down to 90,000 to 85,000 zone, and then they buy from here, targeting their latest highs in the market. Like they can work with. So basically, this concept of inducement works honestly. And if you're working with inducement only on BTCUSDT during this bull run, you have made a lot of money. Just working with inducement, probably working with your street plan. Yes, you have a while of not trading, but it works well. Like hey, you had about 7 hour win, um, no trade, no trade, no trade. You get what I mean? Missed entry. There's about 3 hour win. That's 10 hour. Here's roughly about 5 hour win. Let's see if it worked out. Yeah, 5 hour win. So that is roughly 15 hour already. Yes, 5 hour win, 20 hour already. Just on BTC, no trade, no trade. So no SL hits with inducements. Working with the extreme price. If you're always working with the extreme price, you will not have much SLs, and you can target a lot of money because you're buying from the cheapest of the cheap and selling at almost expensive price, very expensive price. So yeah, cool. This gave us about 20 hour arrow or thereabouts, and with no SL hits. That's why a lot of people recorded many wins without SLs on cryptos in the month of November because they're always working from the extreme price zones, and it worked well for them. So I hope this video has been impactful enough. And if you gain from it, don't forget to like this video, okay? Share it with others so you can learn how to trade investment properly with BTC, USDT, and other trading concepts. And then subscribe to this channel so you can learn more with your notification bell turned on. Telegram is in the description, X is in the description. Follow us on these handles. You can get free setups, free trading opportunities, free trading assets. I'll help you grow well. Alright. Until next time, I'll be ending the video here. Bye for now. Cheers.